Hello, VR Days. Great to be invited, and thank you for allowing me to come and speak to you a little bit about what's going on with XR and how our new platforms are going to be changing people's lives. So, I think we're in a very special time in the history of the world where there's a lot of uncertainty in terms of where things are going, at least in the near term. But I think in the longer term, it is actually very clear that XR and VR and AR over the next years are going to become a critical part of our daily lives, not just for work and learning, but also really part of our normal personal lives as well. So hopefully in the next 15 to 20 minutes, I will give you a sense of where things are going and how HTC is doing its part to try to enable what's coming up next. So, there's essentially over 1 billion kids that are now learning from home. There's, a couple billion people that are working from home. And every single event, sporting event and, entertainment event, business event in the world are really canceled. This is dramatically impacting the way we live our lives. And, in a lot of ways, it's been a very difficult time. But in some ways, it may also create an impetus for a change in lifestyle and a change in our work-life balance, as well as our interactions and our relationship with technology. It's now become the new normal for us to really spend a lot of our time in front of a video, kind of what we're doing right now, and making video first our communication model with our friends, our colleagues, both in the same city as well as around the world. But it comes with its challenges.
Hey, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Are we waiting on anyone? Can everyone see my screen? Oh.
I think if you're listening and watching this video, you'll find a lot of things that are very consistent with what you see right now on a daily basis, using video as your first choice for interaction.
Why? What was that? My internet is being so weird.
So I think you get the sense of what we're talking about. So this new normal has come really, really quickly to take telecom communication and take digitalization of our lives into most everybody's lives right now. But I think the pictures that are shown in the ads are not as great. What the reality is that it's usually not very clear. There's usually a lot of people who don't even show their faces. It's hard to have a truly compelling experience through a video communication model alone. And the whole Zoom fatigue thing, it is a real thing. And I think after hours and hours a day of looking into a screen, people are very tired. We are, beings that have been designed to work in a 3D space. And, why should we be constrained by the limitations of a 2D screen? So really where things are going next is all about spatial computing. It's about being able to have a shared experience, a shared workspace, so that you can actually use your full body, use your hands and your eyes and your feet to walk around and feel that natural cooperation you have with the people that you interact with on a daily basis. That's where it's going. It's not about what's new. It's really about what's next. So we've actually just recently done a study in terms of how satisfied are people today with using video as their communication model, primary communication model. And honestly, the majority of people are not satisfied for one reason or another. But only about 19% of the thousands of people that we interacted with or surveyed came back and said they're actually very satisfied with the video only type of communication model. So what we also found is that during this period, VR has actually increased significantly in terms of its usage. 64% of people we surveyed actually have used VR much more than they have in the past. About 28%, no difference. But only 8% have actually reduced their VR usage, and they're using it across the board in terms of all areas of life, and from of course the traditional kind of gaming and video to learning and social and education and fitness. A lot of things that used to not be on the radar for the average person are now becoming important parts of their daily usage. And for us at HTC, we actually do what we say. These are pictures of my team working in VR on a daily basis. These are team staff meetings that we're having, and we do it in VR so we can learn what the experience is for our users and our customers, so that we can improve that. And we also hold our events in VR so that we can allow people from around the world to interact with each other. And we also have our persistent offices so that even for company colleagues who are not able to be in the same space, they can still feel that sense of being together. We've also done a study recently that just to verify the productivity benefits or lack of using spatial computing and collaboration. So what we found was that between all the way on the spectrum from audio to video only to two offices doing video together in a physical space together, but then connected by video, to purely spatial, to purely face-to-face, how was the productivity benefits? And of course, face-to-face was definitely the best in terms of a number of minutes it took to achieve a certain task. And audio was the worst. But what was actually quite, interesting as well as supportive of what we've been talking about is that having that spatial collaboration actually created a very high productivity that was higher than using video alone, and much higher than actually two offices connected by video. And the reason for that, it was also that people felt more engaged and higher sense of teamwork when they were in this spatial environment, because there wasn't the hierarchy that you have in physical spaces or in cross-office environments. In fact, in cross-office environments, there's often a us and them type of a scenario where the two offices would tend not to agree with each other because they see the other group as another team, and they want to stick together with the folks in their own office. So I think those kind of psychological impacts are less evident when you're doing it all in one spatial environment together. So, what we're seeing today is now, everybody around the world is adjusting their lives to a work from home type of a scenario, with lots of different types of balancing of life and work together. But in a way, this may also be a positive thing, because this, one is about working from home, but I think the real future is really about working from anywhere. You don't have to be in the same office anymore or the same city anymore as the rest of your colleagues. So it allows you to move where you live to a maybe a lower cost environment or to a more peaceful environment for you to really increase your personal satisfaction and your quality of life. It also allows you to have a higher job satisfaction, because now you're able to balance more of your family and your life priorities with your ability to actually be productive at work. So all you really need is a laptop or a phone or a VR device, and you can be anywhere and be working for anybody you want around the world and doing the job that you really enjoy, and probably getting paid at the same or maybe even a higher level, and being able to at least have a higher quality of life. Now,
computer or a laptop. As the world experiences a historic and dramatic shift, businesses need to be capable of delivering exceptional digital experiences. Having a strategic vision and plan for what's next will be key for leaders in a new digital age. So we're going to head to the conference hall now for the virtual networking and registering portion of the event. So all I have to do is click go to. And I am on live streaming right now. So this is the conference hall, where you can see the room is decorated with Kaojun's latest artwork. People coming to this event will be heading here first to register if they haven't, and to do a little bit early networking. But the events will be starting shortly. So I'm going to take back upstairs to the Digital 2020 VR Center. So to head there, we're going to click Go To and select Private Team Suite. You will need a passcode to enter the private team suite. So once you have purchased your ticket, you have registered, you will be emailed the passcode. So I already have it saved here, so let's get going and press submit. So here we are in the Digital 2020 event. We're very fortunate and honored to have greeting messages from our Canadian government. We have our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. I'll get a little bit closer. We have it from our BC Premier of British Columbia, Mr. John Horgan. We also have a greeting message from our Mayor of Vancouver, Mr. Kennedy Stewart. Here, just an excerpt of what they have wrote in their greeting message and letter to us. From the Prime Minister, the COVID-19 pandemic has made planning and hosting events like this especially difficult. That is why he would like to thank the dedicated organizers for making this conference virtual so that it can still take place. From our Premier, from a 3D virtual space to connect and collaborate, to online classes and an array of speakers, he has no doubt that this is an event to remember. He applauds our dedication in finding such an ingenious way of bringing the tech sector together. And from our Mayor, as Mayor, he wants to congratulate each and every one of us for our commitment to making a difference in our community. Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Hello, Betty. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you? Hi, Lakala. Hi, Min.
Yeah, well, it's amazing, huh? I see the
Strategic planning, marketing, M&A and corporate development, entrepreneurship, and philanthropy. Min had executive education from Columbia University, London Business School, and MBA from Michigan Lawrence University.
WeChat channel gives users a feature to create 1-minute videos or photos with a short blog and distribute to the public. Channels will open WeChat up to become a completely open platform to discover and follow other users. Users will be able to discover, like, comment, and follow other user channels like Instagram, Facebook, and more other social marketing channels in North America.
What are WeChat channels? WeChat channels is a section on WeChat accessed through the Discover part of the app. Right underneath Moments, one of WeChat's most popular features. Channels is a public feed of video and photo content, which can be searched using keywords and hashtags. There are 4 different channel feeds. 1. Accounts you follow. 2. Content that your contacts have liked. 3.
So everyone, welcome to the Canadian Digital Influencer Awards 2020. It is so great to have you all here today. I am Natalie Langston. As I mentioned, I will be your host of this COVID edition. So welcome to our 3D virtual ceremony here at the Digital 2020 VR Center.